On. Good morning, cigar smokers. Today I'm going to go through the traditional way of making a cigar in Cuba. There might be other ways that people are making it nowadays, but I'm going to do it the original way that cigar makers have to roll a cigar in Cuba without being thrown out of the factory. You have to do a triple cap, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to go through it little by little. So first of all, I'm going to explain to you what this is, because many people ask what kind of glue this is. Well, this is a glue that comes out from the bark of a tree, like the sap of a tree. It has no flavor. It has no aroma. It has nothing. It's just no chemicals in it. It's all perfect glue. Okay. This board right here, it's a cotton board. I had this for at least 50 years, and my father had it for about 65 before him. Now, this chaveta here has been with me already for like at least 45 years. The wrappers that I'm going to be using today are going to be Sumatra wrapper. Okay, keep it nice and wet, so I can stretch the wrapper the way it's supposed to be stretched. I'm going to show you more or less what I've seen some people doing with the wrappers when they cut it, and it's not the way it's supposed to be done. But people do whatever they have to do to speed up the process or whatever they do. Okay, first of all, you're supposed to open the wrapper completely so you can see what you're going to do with it. Okay, most people go like this and they chop it up like this, and then they open it up in the front in the back of it like that. Me, the way it was done in Cuba all the time, you have to start from the bottom here and cut slowly in every one of the veins, so there will be no little pieces sticking out. Because when you put it on a cigar and it dries up, that little piece that's sticking out can start breaking the wrapper, and then the cigar starts unraveling. You got to cut it straight up, all the way up, nice and even, and then on the inside, you do this. Okay, that's the thickest part of the vein. You don't want that cigar. Now you have some wrappers that are lefties and some are righties. This one is a lefty wrapper. You have to turn it up this way. Why? Because the veins are thicker on this side of the wrapper. Okay. If you notice on this side of the wrapper, the veins are not that thick. On this side, they're very thick. You don't want a cigar that has those veins sticking out. The reason I want to do this is because once you take out the wrapper, if you keep it out here too long, it starts getting dry. Now, first thing you do is wrap it around the cigar, fold it in the bottom, excuse me, and then start stretching the wrapper one time in each vein and shake it like that, because you're pressing on the vein, so it makes it flatter. Okay, each vein you do the same thing. Each vein, stretch it out and bring it out to the top. Now, this is the way that had to be done in Cuba. It's called a triple cap without cutting anything on the wrapper. Just bring it around little by little. And again, I know a lot of people do other things with it to make it a little faster, but in Cuba, this is the way you have to do it. There was no if or buts about it. You had to do it this way. Wrap it around 3 times. Now that you got the triple cut, and then do this. I know it takes a little time, but that's the original way to do it. Once you get here, you flip this back, make it nice and flat, and then flip it over, and you got the triple cap. The way it's supposed to be done. Again, this is the way they did it in Cuba forever. When you do this, you stretch out the wrapper a little more. Always do this. Because if you don't do that, you don't loosen up the tobacco in the head of the cigar. Whoops. Then you cut the back of it, which is called the boquilla. Then you finish the cigar. Again, that's the way that it was done in Cuba. There was no all the cuts and pieces and rolling it with a little cap and that stuff that they do nowadays. It's fine and dandy. The cigar is still smokable and you can, it's still almost a triple cap. But if you didn't do this in Cuba, you will get fired. Especially in my father's factory. In my father's factory, if you didn't do this, you were out. And with that, I leave you. The next time, I'm going to do a filler with all the materials and stuff like that. I'm going to explain the materials that goes into the filler. For now, this is the way you roll a cigar. Keep on smoking. Have a good day.